In this presentation, we will create a new QuickBooks file for our second practice problem, our second job costing practice problem within QuickBooks Pro, QuickBooks Desktop. Here we are in QuickBooks. If you have any file open, you can then close that file if you so choose by going to the file dropdown and closing the existing company, which should take you to a screen such as this. You don't actually need to do that, however, because you could go to just directly opening a new file or creating a new file from any screen. We could create a new file down here, create a new company, or as we will do up in the file dropdown up top, and then the new company. So we're going to create a new company. We're going to do these quick setup, start setup. And within the start setup, I'm going to skip the next screen. I'm going to skip this item. And then we're only going to be filling out what we need for our practice problem. Now on the name, I'm going to be calling it to job cost tracking, cost of goods sold, because in essence, we're going to be running a very similar problem, but we'll adjust it. And it'll be simplified in some ways, and it'll be a little bit different in some ways that we'll have to basically be aware of. So this is another type of problem. This is going to be the name of it. We're going to be running the same type of data with it. Then I'm going to choose the industry. Once again, this could be something that would be applicable for a contractor, for a plumber, engineering, accounting firm possibly as well. However, I don't want to have the chart of accounts over here, and I don't want to have all the items that are set up. I would like to simply customize those. If you would rather do this on your own and use the chart of accounts and then just basically delete the ones that are not needed, that you don't want, that might be a way to go as well, or in the same with the items. If you use one of the items lists, you might have a ton of items that you don't need in the general contracting practice that you do, and therefore you can go through those items and delete them. I want to make this as clean as possible so that we can see exactly what's going on, and therefore I'm going to start off with no accounts. And this could be a nice way to go as well, because it basically only then includes the type of items that you're working with. So I'm going to say OK, and that'll set up our company file. One more item, and that's going to be the business type. I'm going to choose the sole proprietor, and note that any of the business types will be much the same with regards to the type of stuff that we're looking at here, the tracking of the costs through inventory, and then ultimately to cost of goods sold. Then I'm going to go to the create company. There we have it. I'm going to close some of these screens now. I'm going to close this screen. We don't need that. We don't need this screen that they set up with it. And I'm going to maximize the home page. Then I'll typically go to the View tab on the drop-down for the view, and then go to the Open Windows list. And that would be where we would start, where we would be ready to go. Now remember that as you look at this, QuickBooks didn't ask us where we wanted to store the file. So you might want to then think about, okay, where did QuickBooks put the file? One way to do that is you can go to the File tab, and then you can go to Close the Company. And then you'll get that open window screen or the recently opened files, and you can hover over it and see where QuickBooks has put it. You can then go grab it and put it wherever you would like to put it.